Pull up, grab the fuel nozzle, and get ready to fuel up on trends and strategies to grow your travel center business in this episode of The Truck Stops Here, brought to you by Natso. Now, here are your hosts, Amy Toner and Darren Schulte.
Hello, welcome to today's episode of The Truck Stops Here. I'm your host, Amy Toner, and I'm here with my co-host, Darren Schulte. Hey, Darren.
Hey, Amy. How are you today?
I'm good. You are listening to the Truck Stops Here, Natso's podcast. Natso is the National Trade Association for Truck Stops, and our mission is to advance the success of truck stops, and this podcast is one of the many ways that we do that. Today, we have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Mike Hamzeh of the TA Express in Mount Vernon, Texas. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Mike.
Let's start.
Hi.
Let's start. If you could tell us about your truck stop, what kind of profit centers does it have?
Well, our truck stop, first of all, it's in Mount Vernon, Texas. That's east of Texas. Our truck stop is just like any other stop, any truck stop. We have 3 different restaurants. We have a bakery. We have the game room. We have, it just like any other. But what makes us different actually is this truck stop. It's very unique. You won't see it much in the entire state of Texas or in the United States. We've done things a little bit different when we built this one here.
Tell me, how's it different?
Well, the site is really cool. It's right off I-30. Try to do everything is the Texas way, the West. It's wooden, it's rustic. We carry a lot of unique items that is done by single artists. For example, we have a lot of unique art that is done in the barn of the person that he works on it, him and his girlfriend, where it's a posters. We carry, for example, windmills that's, displayed in the front. We saw a lot of those to people, sculptures. It just very unique, and a lot of people, they love it. They usually walk in with cameras in their hand and taking pictures or videos.
Awesome. When did it come about? How did it come into existence?
Well, we've had Duke's Travel Center on I-20 for years, but again, the owners, myself, they had a vision. We need to have something bigger and better. And everybody got in the car and started driving around I-30, all the major highways, which, and when they saw the location here, they saw a lot of potential, and that's when they built it. And it's a small town of 2,000 people probably, but it's a lot of potential for everything here.
You're right in the corner of Texas, right? So do you see a lot of traffic from the other states around you?
We see a lot from Arkansas, that's for sure. At about a couple hours or less from Arkansas. So we see it's a huge, it's not as big a traffic as I-20, but it's huge traffic here as well.
Now, the internet told me that you have an elaborate dog park. I need to hear about this.
Yes, actually, that's some of the things that we noticed. We had the dog park, and just like any other, again, like I said, just like any other travel center, we had the dog park. But again, when we noticed, when we opened, a lot of the drivers, they drive either with partner or with a pet, a best friend, or So we figured, we need to expand on that. So we took care of that. We put picnic tables out there, so they can sit with their, where their pets are playing or doing their thing. Then we got a dog wash next to it, which is, a self-serve dog wash. Customers or driver or anybody can just go swipe their card and they can have a full dog wash treatment, from the shampoo to the conditioner to the flea cream and all that, and the dryer. They can dry it up, So it's very unique, and we take care of it. We keep it clean for them, and they love it. and it's heated water too.
And go ahead, Darren.
No, please, Amy, go right ahead.
I was going to say you're a TA Express. Is that right?
We are at TA Express, and actually, I like it very much. And yes, since day one, we became TA Express. Our business has been improving, so that's pretty good.
One of the things, I'm familiar with both locations on I-20 and the one on I-30, and there are some really neat things that you do different than other operations. Like, for example, the Western motif that you have blended in with a lot of modern look with neon and so forth. One of the things, if you don't mind sharing with fellow listeners, is your gift and novelty section is certainly one of the best probably in Texas, candidly, and it is one of the better ones in U.S. It, seemed like the Texas best smokehouses and the Oasis and yours are some of the best around. What particular things in your gift and novelty set stand out to you? What have you been surprised on what you're selling or maybe what you're not selling? Kind of share that with folks.
Yeah, I mean, it comes to the novelty and gift items are our best sellers month after month. That's why I concentrate a lot on that section, and I shop hundreds of vendors, and I shop hundreds of websites, and try to get the unique. And there's so many ways you can go to small companies, small individuals that you can get from them what they handmade, and we display it here. And the other thing is our cowhides. It is one of the top sellers. I have a full display, and I'm a firm believer. You build the display, you keep it full, they'll buy it. You have one or two, everybody's gonna pass it, say, "Oh, nobody wanted it. Why should I buy it?" So the cowhides, it's always full. We have a Texas product that it's always full, whether it's mugs, shot glass, magnets, hats, cowboy hat. We have a huge selection of cowboy hats and straw hats and all that. And like you said, we have a lot of the metal stars for Texas. We have a lot of the colleges also. So everything sells, if you display it properly.
When I was in your store, I purchased one of the the Texas metalwork. It's got the flag of Texas in the middle, then it's got stars. And when I was there, I bought one. It's in the front of my house, actually. So you'll get a kick out of it. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you after this podcast. Yeah, you're prominently displayed in my house. I live in El Paso, Texas. So.
Oh, okay.
So
and actually, I deal with some vendors in El Paso as well.
Ah, wonderful.
Can you tell us about some of the special things about the way your truck stop handles the day-to-day? Is there anything special about how you handle day-to-day operations?
Well, we've learned from TA, as long as you follow their, we follow their suggestion. It's an easy, all our days is full of routines because how we do our operation,
Yeah.
But we want to break. We break that routine by just being creative. Every truck stop has restaurants. Every truck stop has showers. Every truck stop has bathrooms and so on and so forth. What we wanted to do, we break everybody's routine. We advertise we have the cleanest showers, which we do. And that we see it from truck path, comments from drivers. We hear it from here. But as long as you do everything, and you follow the footsteps of the big brother, for example, TA, and I see there isn't such a bad routine or a good routine. It's how you do things and you enjoy it. We went ahead and did the 24-hour cafe just to, because any truck stop you go after 10 o'clock, they don't have food. You got to go to the cold cut section or sandwiches. We open 24-hour cafe where we serve hot meals. chicken burgers, grilled chicken, hamburgers, French fries, salads, and all that. So just to cater to the drivers, they come in late, and they want to park and eat, eat, and sleep. So,
have you found that to be successful? Has that been working for you?
Well, any project you give, you have to give it 6 months to, maybe a little bit longer before it works. 100% of its potential. It's not even that. After 6 months, it might not be the full potential of the project. But in the last 6 months, less than 6 months we've been open, I got the pleasure of it. That's, the comments that, from the customers and the drivers, and it just started to work. And yes, actually, it's been working well. There's always time at night, which is understandable. But again, that'll give us the time to clean and prep and everything for the next day. So we've utilized it properly. It can be helpful.
Certainly a lot of things have changed since COVID-19. But I would ask you, what do you think is one or two things that's going to remain constant even after COVID-19? What is something that you think won't change going forward?
It truly and honestly, when we got hit with COVID news and all the bans and last year in March, we thought, I have 20 plus employees. We're going to have to lay off people. We're going to do this. How can we do what we need to do? And it was only for about a week, literally 1 week. Businesses slowed down a little bit. And all of a sudden, we were beating every number we did the prior year because of the fact truck stops are essential to America because truck drivers are essential to keep America. So if we close truck stops because of the pandemic or slow them down, it might as well close down the country. So regardless what happens now or in the future regarding any pandemic or any truck stops with the truckers are one. We got to keep going. And actually,
absolutely
growing.
Yeah, good point. Do you have plans? Oh, go ahead, Amy, please.
I think we're asking the same question. What's next? What are your future plans?
Well, right now, our future plan, we've been TA Express since May 20th. That was the changeover of 2020. And we wanted to, get 1 year or less than a year before we start our second project. Right now, I think we're going to do, which I don't think we've already, it's in the plan and in the work, the TA trucks service truck. We purchased more land behind the Dukes, and we putting the service station for the trucks.
My takeaway from what you're sharing for anybody, whether they're going to do franchising or build their own travel center, really is do your homework, make sure you're thinking about technology to think, to help members, meaning the truck driver in particularly, for him or her to get through your business quickly and efficiently, and make sure that the experience is positive. So I think those are good pieces of advice for anyone who's going to get in this industry: speed, experience, technology, and do your homework.
Technology is a big part of today and tomorrow and the future, and I think TA with their apps and their Truck Smart and their kiosk and all the technology they put in front of the driver to make it so easy. Now they even can redeem, just like, the ePay. They can redeem these points at the cash register from the phone. That's so right. It's like, it's a paperless service.
That's true.
Okay, before we let you go, we're going to ask you a few of our wacky questions. We like to spring on guests at the very end. Okay, what is your go-to on the road snack? My go-to on the road snack. Oh,
That's I like jalapeno chips.
Okay.
So that's a snack. And here, when we started in Texas, I started the beef jerky. It's an amazing snack, and it fills you up, and it's healthy.
Perfect. Okay. Let's say you're stuck at a truck stop in a snowstorm. How do you pass the time?
And I'll probably go inside, just watch TV, eat, drink, and get to meet people.
Okay. Do you prefer to drive or be the passenger?
I always like to drive.
All right. How do you take your truck stop coffee?
Very strong.
Strong. Okay, and then we'll end with a controversial question. Is it truck stop, travel plaza, or travel center?
I think travel center it's more of generalized, to everybody. If I say truck stop, that means I'm just for trucks.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's travel center. Everybody, even the drivers that drive in truck, they are traveling out of their state, their home, and they drive on everywhere. So it's travel center.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode of the Truck Stops Here. You can find us online at natso.com/podcast. If you have any questions about the podcast, we hope you'll reach out to editor@natso.com. And thanks, Mike. Thanks, Darren.
Bye, Mike.
Bye.
The Truck Stops Here was brought to you by Natso, the association representing truck stops and travel centers. Visit natso.com for more information. The Truck Stops Here is produced by Natso in collaboration with Human Factor. Producers are Amy Toner and Darren Schulte.